6:11. It is Tuesday, so that means we're diving into Woozy for Woozy Tuesday. And we are going to start on verse 7, adapting in the field. Marcus Wu asked, imagine I run into an enemy in a low-lying area by a fast-flowing river. The water engulfs our chariots up to the yoke and wheels, and our cavalry is in danger of drowning. We have no boats. We cannot advance or withdraw. What should we do? Wu Qi replied, this is what I call river warfare. Do not use your chariots and cavalry. Stay on the bank. Find a vantage point and look all around you until you can understand the dynamics of the river. Once you have figured out the different widths and depths at different points along the river, you will be in a position to defeat your enemy. If they try to cross to your side, attack them as they are halfway across. And so, Wu Qi, first of all, this is why it's great that we've read through The Art of War, is we know that river warfare in Sun Tzu says that exactly. When they're halfway across, that's when to attack. Don't go halfway across because that's when you're vulnerable to attack. I like here how Wu Qi is talking about find a vantage point and look all around you until you can understand the dynamics of the river, right? Study the terrain, find the best positioning, and then make your decision from there. And I think that this is kind of like one of those things where in all of our lives, in all of the situations, especially in the busy lives that all of us lead, where we travel all of the time, where we're always very busy, where we always have many things on our plate, kind of like understanding that things may not always be visible like the river, right? We don't know quite what the depth is, quite what the width is until we actually slow down and take a look at the situation for what's really going on. So let's go over to How to Win from Dale Carnegie and see what the principle of the day is. Chapter 9, Part 3, What Everybody Wants. I see he's talking about Louisa May Alcott, Al Capone. He talks about a book, Ethics and Service. And we come to Principle 9, right before Chapter 10. Be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. So just as Wu Qi is replying to be sympathetic towards your position in the river so that you can better receive the enemy for an attack, right? This is kind of what we also heard in the last principle about kind of like, letting other people kind of trying to like see things from their point of view. Now it's be sympathetic with their ideas and desires. And so, just because like what you want doesn't mean that that's what everybody wants, right? Your desires aren't the same as someone else's. And so trying to be sympathetic to another person's desire is kind of like maybe the love languages in a way. Just because you like words of affirmation, if you're working with somebody who, is is a quality time person, then maybe it's not so much like, hey, you're doing a great job. They actually like want to spend some time with you to understand better or something like that. And so this, again, it just all goes back to like adapting in the field and this positioning that Wu Qi talks about in the Woozy and that Sun Tzu talks about. And so always kind of being aware of where we're at in life, what our situation is, what the other person's perspective is, and what their desires are.